Hey everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. We're gonna have to be quick. Well, I'm gonna have to be quick, and I'm not gonna be able to talk a lot because it's getting hot. And me filming and talking, and 20 minutes later, well, the makeup's gonna be gone. Let's just put it like that because this room is getting really, really hot when I have to turn off the AC and the fan because it'll pick it up on the mic. So, with that said, today we're going to be playing with the Twilight collection again. This is going up on a Sunday. I usually don't post on Sunday, but I wanted to give you a second look because, you might not need this palette after all. You might not. I'm just saying. So we're going to go with the green look this time. Last time I did a blue. And I must say, I am liking I don't like the eye look. I'll be honest, but y'all know how I feel about green anyway, so what do we expect, right? But without the eye, like I like the rest of it, you know what I mean? I really like the lip. The lip is actually just the Apricot Glow by Makeup by Mario. That's it. It's like it's an apricot color, which is peachy. And on the cheeks, I am wearing the Nude Honey by Pat McGrath and Desert Orchid, which it's becoming one of my favorite peach orange blushes, to be fair. I'm really liking it, and it's weird because I think the more I'm looking at my undertone, the more I think that maybe peach is more my color tone, to be fair, and maybe I should like it a little more than what I do, but I love me pink. Pink's just my favorite color, but sometimes it just might not go with your skin tone. And I do think that the peach and the lighter bronze and the gold does kind of go with my skin tone. But anywho, for highlighter, I'm wearing the Natasha Denona 01. Love this. This is my favorite. I was debating whether Pat McGrath was my favorite or Natasha, but I'm going to have to give it to Natasha. This highlighter is amazing. Amazing. Now, do I still love the Pat McGrath? Absolutely. But it is my favorite. But we're going to be playing with the Twilight again. And this is what the palette looks like. And this time we're going to dip into the greens. So we're going to start with this shade, go to this one, and then the green. And then that for inner corner. But we'll go through it as we go. So let's get started before it gets way too hot. We're going to go in with Say It Out Loud and start with that shade. I am wearing the Da Vinci Prismatic Glow in the foundation and concealer. I use that as powder for the rest of my face to set everything. And then I already went over bronzer, highlighter, and all that. So I just don't know about this palette, to be fair. I think that if you like this color story, you'll love it. And I'll be honest, there's a lot of shades in here I do like. So don't get me wrong. There's some pretty shades. But I don't think you need it. I think that if you like Twilight, obviously, then this definitely may be the palette for you. You know what I mean? But if you're not a Twilight fan, you're not going to miss anything. This isn't going to be, I can't imagine this is going to be in anybody's, top palettes for 2024. Well, unless they like Twilight, maybe. We're going to go into 17, which is like a sage green. Start to build up the green color. And there's nothing wrong with the shadows themselves, so don't get me mistaken. Like, all of them are nice. They're blending well into one another. All that good stuff. It's the color story for me. You know what I mean? And that's okay. Not everything is meant for me. And I do love the blue look I created the other day. I really, truly do. We're going to go in with Impossibly Fast to continue to darken up the green. And we're going to put that on the outer portion and run it through the crease. I mean, y'all know how I feel about green. I've yet to come up with a really, green look that I'm like, yeah, that's it, I've liked a lot. I've not liked a lot. I don't think I like this particular green look at all, to be fair. I think it's just a little too dark for me. I'm sure there's a way of working around it though, to where I didn't have to make it this dark. That's true. This is just the way it ended up. But if you do like a dark green look, I think this could be right up your realm for sure. This definitely is a more earthy, palette. And like I said in the first video, I like how this started. You had your brown, you had your sage green, you have your dark, like, forest green, and then you have a green lid. Where with the blues, you didn't really have that. You had a neutral blue, or you started out with your crease color, and then you had your mid-tone blue, but then there was no darker blue to darken it up, which is fine. The look turned out great. I'm in love with the Immortal shade. However, it is a glitter. I'm going to put that Impossibly Fast on the lower lash line. It did hold up through the day. I guess I wore that look for probably about 6 hours. And once I got like all the glitter out of my lashes and all that good stuff, it pretty much, stayed on the lid. I had a little bit of fallout when I went to take it off. I did check, but for the most part, that glitter did hold. So I give it a little bit of credit there, because sometimes that's not the case. And I didn't do anything to necessarily prevent it either. I didn't lay down a glitter glue. I didn't spray the brush. I didn't lay down my Pat McGrath artistry wand. Like, I didn't do any of that. And if I did, I think it would have lasted just as long. Okay. And again, I made this look a little too dark for myself. And that's on me. I should have definitely went in a little lighter, because you know how I feel. I like a brighter look, especially on the lid. This green is just a little too dark. I should have left it to the outer corner and then put something lighter for the inner portion of the lid, but I didn't. But we're going to go Lion and Lamb, which is this shade right here. Pick it up. We're going to place it on the lid. I mean, this is a pretty color, don't get me wrong. But for me, it belongs on the outer portion of my particular eye for my preference, not the inner. But we learn. And that's the fun part about makeup. You learn as you go. And it wipes off at the end of the day and you get to start again. Whether it be with this palette or a completely different palette, I would say I'm not gonna reach for this palette. I'll be honest. I won't. I will reach for it at Halloween or around that time, you know what I mean? Because it's kind of vampire, Halloween type of thing. To give a twist to that particular thing, we're going to go in with Ice Cold, this shade right here. And I'm going to put it on the inner corner. But other than that, I have no intention of grabbing this palette after I review it. So that should tell you something right there. But that goes to show me that there was a reason why I didn't pick it up on the first launch. Well, the first launch I definitely didn't have a chance because it was sold out. But the second time it launched, I didn't even think about it. So I probably should have let it go. I don't regret it because it's not that expensive. It's not that expensive of a palette. So it's okay as far as that goes. But I definitely could have lived without it for sure. For eyeliner, though, I decided to go into the Colourpop and Raw Beauty Christie. Eyeliner, what is that called? I don't know what that's called because everything is rubbed off. But it's the green one with the mushrooms. And this actually does go really well with this look. We're going to go into Forever Young, which is the same shade I used the other day. And I'm going to line the top lash line and bottom lash line. I don't mind the look. It's not bad. It just, on me, I don't, green's just not my thing. So, if you do like it, the color story, the formula is wonderful in it. I'll give it that. And the color story is even pretty. It is on theme, all this stuff. It's perfect. as far as all that goes, but it's just not for me. But if it's for you, that is amazing. See, I wish I could see looks that you all do with palettes, because I would love to be inspired by you all too. Sometimes people will give me hints like use this row or do this, and I love that because sometimes I don't notice it. Like what colors to put together. I will say you can definitely go green. You could go blue. You could go neutral. So there are options, and I am curious about that moonlit shade. That looks really pretty, especially like with the browns. Maybe I will do one more look just to see. Because sometimes all it takes is one look, and if I can create, and I'm like, oh, I love the palette. Because I know I like the blue look. Like, I know I do. So that's one look I like. Love it? No. Like it? Yes. But if I can find a look I love out of a palette, then it's game on. Like, I'll continue to use it. For mascara, we're going to go in with the YSL and the brown. Why did I choose brown? I don't know. I thought brown and green would go good together. But where this is so dark, I think I really should have went with a black, to be fair. But at the same time, I do think the brown kinda tones it down in a way. Not really. But in my head it does. So I'm pretending. I mean, I don't want to discourage anybody from buying it, but I also don't want to be like lying to y'all going, oh, this is my favorite palette in the whole wide world, because it's so far from that. It's not even true. It's not even my favorite Colourpop palette. It's not even, I don't even think it'd be in my top 10. But that's me personal, you know? Overall, like I said, the look's not bad. It just don't look right on me, to be fair. And that's okay. Or it might look okay, actually. It might look okay on me. I just don't like it. You know what I mean? Preference. But the rest of the face I really do like. I like that. I'm really liking the peach. I don't know why. All of a sudden, like, peach is coming. And it could be because it's like spring, summer. Where pink, I feel like, is cool toned in a way. Although Dior just came out with a purple blush, and you better believe I ordered it. Well, a lilac blush. I'm sure it'll go on pink, but we're going to see. I was going to order the lip oil and the maximizer, but I've learned I don't need that, and it'll sit. I might wear it for the video, but other than that, I ain't going to wear it. I didn't get any fallout with this look, which is a good thing. Everything really looks really good, technically. The color story to this look, it looks good. Like, there's really nothing I can complain about it. As far as, like, quality and the way it looks. I do want to put a little bit more right here. Because I feel like I got it a little bit brighter. Alright. There. I think I have it even. Do I? Maybe I don't. I may have just ruined it for all I know, but I don't mind it. It's just not my favorite. We're going to go back into that darker shade because I need to darken that up, I think. Right through here. Yeah, there we go. Try to get both sides even. That's never going to happen, but I at least want to somewhat attempt it. My eyes are not even, so, we can only work with what we got, and that's what I got. And this is what we're getting today out of a look. It is what it is, what do you all think of this palette? would you have bought it if it didn't have the Twilight name? Because here's the thing, I wouldn't have. I won't lie, I wouldn't have. So let me know your thoughts though on this palette. It is pretty looks though, I'll give it that. But at the end of the day, it's not my color story. So I am gonna go. The rest of everything turned out really good. I'm really loving the face, like the base and all that. But I love that foundation, so that's a plus for me. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all. That way you're notified when I upload. I upload every day but Sunday, except this Sunday, today. So, yeah. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy. Bye.